Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day. And surprisingly, I've got another Super Mystery Dungeon discussion video, and I know what you're thinking. If you have been following the game, you'll know it's actually out in Japan at the moment. Now, my copy is still being shipped. It should either arrive today or tomorrow, and I will basically, what we're going to be doing is a playthrough of that. I'm only going to be in the first part probably because I don't want to spoil the rest, obviously, because I'm going to be doing the English playthrough later on when it comes out in November. But I've actually got a bit of news to tell you guys about. There's no spoilers, so don't worry. It's just about like the game mechanics, so it's a bit more additional information on the connection orb, team attacks, team combinations, and the Lapis stones that you find in dungeons. Although for some reason Cerebi call them Loomies, which I honestly don't know. But anyway, we're going to start off with the connection orb. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know what that is actually like the big map where you kind of like find Pokemon and you do missions for them. It's like, it looks like a kind of constellation of Pokemon put together. So what's interesting and a great thing about this, and you guys will be really happy to hear this, you can have multiple connection orb quests activated at once, which is awesome because that's basically like multitasking. I don't think that was in Gates of Infinity because I know a lot of you guys have been telling me that. I haven't played Gates of Infinity, so there's a lot of things I don't know about that game, but that is something that you guys said that really frustrated you, so that's really good that multitasking is back. Now, the only problem with Connection Orb is that it seems to be the only way to get Pokemon onto your team, so it doesn't look like you can recruit Pokemon in dungeons anymore, which for people, you know, for some people, and I think probably me, is a bit of a shame. I mean, to be honest, the amount of times I like said no to Pokemon joining me in my recent playthrough of Blue Red Rescue Team, so I mean, I don't know how to feel about it, but you know, it's something that's been in the game from, you know, way back in 2005, I guess, in Japan, 2006 over here, so I don't know, it's a bit disappointing, but and it only looks like you can have 3 Pokemon teams, and obviously the 4th one will be a client, so that's, again, yeah, I think that's probably right though, to be honest, but I don't know, some people will be disappointed about that, but yeah. Anyway, moving on, let's talk about team attacks. Now, in Chapter 5, which obviously I don't know what that relates to, and I don't know how many chapters are in the game, because I don't want to spoil myself, but it says, in Chapter 5, the team attacks are introduced, and it uses up hunger points to activate, so if you are in a sticky situation, basically, and you need to, you know, use this team attack, otherwise you're gonna, you know, get knocked out, or, you know, you're gonna lose, basically. You're gonna have to, obviously, use it, but it will cost you hunger points. Now, it seems to be, obviously, maybe, I don't know how many it costs, but if you don't have enough, it's most likely you won't be able to use your team attack. So, it's gonna be interesting, and obviously it's gonna add a bit more strategy since hunger is back into the game. It seems, and it sounds like it's a more difficult game than Gates of Infinity, so if that was kind of your worry, don't worry, because I've heard that a lot of like people who have been playing the game or doing live streams of it, basically like they need to use Reviver Seeds quite early on, which is pretty weird for a Mystery Dungeon game, but yeah. Next up is something really interesting, and something we haven't really had confirmation of, but we do now, and this is actually can save custom team combinations. Now you can actually save 5 team combinations at one time, you can edit them, and by having these, you know, 5 team combinations, it allows you to pick your favourite teams, you know, by a single press pretty much, or, you know, like, it's not going to take you ages to set up your team every time you want to do a mission. It's just literally go into your team list, select it, and then go into a mission, which is awesome. And yeah, that's great. I mean, the amount of times when, you know, I'd have to set up my team, and I'd go around for about 5 minutes to these friend areas in Blue Red Rescue Team, say join team, and, you know, to have 5, it's awesome. I mean, I've always wanted a little side team kind of missions would be awesome. I don't think that's going to happen in this game, obviously, but it's really good news to hear. So guys, if you like any of this news so far, smash that like button. And yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is the Lapis stones, and this is something interesting. So the Lapis have a counter on them when you enter the room. I don't know how this is going to work because I haven't seen any gameplay of this. I'm just reading what it says on Cerebi. But yeah, as I was saying, it has a counter on them when you enter the room. So what that means is the counter is like how many moves or turns it takes for you to reach them. So if the amount of turns and moves it takes you, you know, to get them, and you run out of like moves, they basically disperse into powder on the floor, which you then collect. So you won't get a stone, you'll just get this powder, which I don't know what it's for. I'm not sure if you can, you know, gather enough to, you know, form just a single stone, or it's just useless and you'll just have to like sell it to Kecleon for like 1 poker or 1 gold or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I honestly don't know, and I haven't seen gameplay, so I can't really describe it vividly. But it's kind of interesting that I'm talking about stuff that I don't really know about now, because obviously I've been covering this game like mad, and I think this is my 50-second Super Mystery Dungeon video, which is crazy, guys. So yeah, this will probably be the last discussion video, but I keep saying that, so the game should arrive tomorrow, and I will be playing it, and Yeah, only the first part though, but my brother will be playing the rest on this channel, so hope you guys look forward to that if you are watching it, and if not, don't worry, because I don't blame you if you don't want to spoil yourself. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, and you're just glad to see a Super Mystery Dungeon video from me again, definitely hit the like button. If you guys haven't subscribed already, there's a big red button on screen and down below. If you're really hyped for these Super Mystery Dungeon playthroughs, going to be doing a Japanese and English Let's Play, definitely hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss that. And if you guys haven't seen our 2 previous videos, they're going to be on screen right now. On the left hand side is brand new screenshots and information about lots of things on Super Mystery Dungeon. It was probably our last batch of like official photos on the official website. It's got information about enemies, the world map, really interesting, so if you haven't seen that and you do want to, definitely click on that video. And on the right hand side guys, you can see Zygarde screenshots in Super Mystery Dungeon, and you can hear about the amount of dungeons that are in the game, and believe me, this is the biggest amount we've ever had. So definitely check that out if you are obviously hyped about this game. And that's it guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, probably will be the last discussion video, but if my game doesn't arrive tomorrow, then if I got nothing to do, I could make one, depends on what information I get, but yeah, hopefully it does arrive. So I hope you guys have an awesome day as usual, and I will see you in our next video. Peace!